Wow. So King Charles has postponed his visit to France. How funny is that on a certain level? Um, well, first I do think it's the right thing. I think it's the right decision, just from I mean, look at this. This is Paris. Paris is on fire right now. On fire from downtown. I mean, that's like quite literal, but actually it's not funny. Um, I don't see any of this. So, pourquoi ça fait comme ça? Pourquoi ça fait comme ça? As soon as I do this, it goes into this, right? So therefore, it makes me look like a. Okay, you know what? It's all good. I don't see any of this. I don't see any of this. I see this on television. I have been very lucky, I think, where I mais c'est quoi ça? C'est quoi ça? Attends. Attends. This is like oh, this is in Marseille. This is in Marseille. Okay, that's not Paris. That's not Paris. Okay, that's not Paris.
Des
Whoa.
centaines de milliers de manifestants défilent pour montrer au gouvernement leur opposition à la réforme des
It's a lot.
retraites.
Okay.
Une 9e journée d'action. La
It's a
première.
lot. Okay. So I don't actually. Mais c'est où ça? You saw that I had an article from the BBC, right? Where did it go? Google. Let's try Google. Google BBC. King Charles. Oops. Because King Charles postponed Samarandang. Oh my God. Stop this. Just stop. Stop! Fucking Christ. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I have to go to confession. I do have to go to confession. I've been trying to not curse since I was like, I don't know, 17, 18. It's impossible. It's my favorite word, but sometimes I overdo it. I do overdo it, okay? I overdo it. I curse a lot, okay? Now, so excuse me, okay? Okay? But I mean, it just drives me crazy, this computer, okay? Now, BBC. So, can you see my Christmas tree in the background? Hang on a second. On a certain level, yes, I do still have up my Christmas tree for a couple of different reasons. One is I just feel really lazy about getting it down. But two is I just kind of like it, And three is I thought, why not? Life is short. Why should I have to take down my Christmas tree just because Christmas is finished, right? It's not like I'm playing Christmas carols, but I do have my Christmas tree up. And you know what? Frankly, my dear, I'll take this off. You can tell it's not early in the morning. I've become increasingly hyperactive and off my rocker as the day progresses. Okay, so we're talking about not my Christmas tree, which is still up, but King Charles and his visit to France, which has been postponed because of the protest. I did think it was absolutely crazy that he was going to come to France. Now, I mean, I've never seen France like this, just in terms of, for me, it's really the garbage. Like, I've never seen this before where garbage is just like piled up like you have no idea. It's like a mountain of garbage, literally a mountain. I mean, because people are upset because they don't want to be retired at 64. They want to be retired at 62. And one thing about the French people, I mean, they will be in the streets in 2 seconds for anything that makes them not happy, okay? So if they're not in the streets, it means that it's okay. And you take your cues from that. But if they're not okay, they're in the streets. So now not only are they in the streets, but they stop picking up the garbage. So I thought to myself, how possibly can King Charles and Camilla come to Paris at this time? And no, it's not Diana's fault. Don't blame Diana, okay? She had nothing to do with it, but it just is unbelievable. So they moved the trip to early summer. Hopefully there won't be anything crazy going on then. So rubbish and fires in French protests. You see there, it's like a lot of rubbish. Like it's just, for me, it's the rubbish. Really, it's the rubbish. I've never seen anything like this ever, not anywhere I've ever lived in my life, not even here in France. I mean, it's like, it's new, it's different. I'm like, wow. So apparently they were going to have King Charles and Camilla ride on the Champs-Elysees. This is nuts. Nuts. Whose idea was that? There was the Champs-Elysees with people being in this kind of mood would have been a catastrophe, obviously. I mean, the banquet at Versailles, I mean, I'm not really sure. I mean, obviously, if a lot of people show up at Versailles, it could be a very, very ugly and out of control situation very quickly because there's a lot of space for a lot of people. I've never been at Versailles where there was a lot of people like that, except for the tourists. So I don't know how that would work. But Champs-Elysees, forget it. And they were going to go to the Musée d'Orsay and Bordeaux. I love Bordeaux, very nice. But they put the trip back to the summer, and I do think that that was the right decision because you can't parade the King of England through Paris while it's filled with rubbish and graffiti and angry Parisians fighting with the police. I mean, it would have been a situation that would go down in history, I think. And it's embarrassing for France and for Paris. And we can do better. I mean, when people are in a better mood and things are sort of smoothed over and we're ready to sort of, roll out the red carpet for the king and the queen, I think it's better. But you cannot parade him through fires and garbage and what do you call these things what that they're throwing that causes the fires, and I don't even know. But funnily enough, I don't see any of this from where I am. I never, well, knock on wood, I don't like to sort of jinx myself, but I never see any of this. I see this on television. I'm like, where is it? Like, on what street is this happening? And someone says, oh, it's at Concord. Oh, it's at Republique. Oh, quoi, quoi, quoi. And I'm like, oh, but I was just at Concord yesterday or something like that. I've never in my life experienced any of these things. But I can tell you something with the way that, people's energy is here when they're not happy and they start with the manifestations. I much prefer not to be nearby because they're very passionate people. But look at the retirement age. I mean, just for some context, in Italy, you retired 67, in the UK, 66, Germany, 65, Netherlands, 65, Spain, 65, and France is at 62. He moved it up to 64, and the city is coming apart at the seams. Okay, so here, I mean, people really take their retirement, their holidays very seriously. Even I have become a little bit French in that way, where I see life in a totally different way than I used to. I think there has to be like a balance between work and leisure. And so I've become a little bit French in that kind of way. But anyway, that's all I wanted. I don't want to get into this. This is not my thing. It's like, this is up to the French people and their government. I'm an American living in France. And so whatever they do, they do. But in the meantime, so King Charles is not coming. So there you go.